hotmail.com. Now, we have a special treat.
Yes, we do. We went on a treasure hunt recently,
We
folks.
went on a treasure hunt.
A treasure hunt.
We went out
On a treasure hunt.
on a treasure
which
hunt.
was moral, instructive,
Stop
and
it.
educational.
Leave it alone. We went out on a treasure hunt. A hunt
For
treasure. Specifically, the lost treasure of Rusty McGonacle on Wollaston Beach. But that's a long story, and the film tells it better than anything else. So sit back, get your favorite beverage, perhaps a yoo-hoo.
Some popcorn.
Sit back, relax. Hello. We're here at scenic Wollaston Beach in the gloaming after a long day of searching for the hidden treasure of Rusty McGonacle.
It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone remembers that episode with Teddy Ruxpin where we went on the treasure hunt. But I know I do. And it's kind of like that, except there's no talking bears or anything in it. And it's also kind of like Goonies. It's not a cartoon. And it's not a cartoon, but it's also kind of like Goonies, which wasn't a cartoon, but it doesn't have sloth in it. The octopus was really sorry.
Can we get a close-up of this? I found this at a thrift store, just hanging on the wall. It's the treasure of Rusty McGonacle, and apparently on Wollaston Beach he stashed a king's ransom. And we're gonna try and find it. Elvis? Yes. Thank you.
You see, they're digging, and I'm supervising, which I like to think is the probably even more important role in all this. It's not unlike the Army Corps of Engineers in its own way, of which we all know McClellan was a member at one point. And this reminds me at this point, this gives me a chance to do my imitation of Robert Shaw from Jaws, which I love to try.
That, Mr. Hooper, is the USS Indianapolis. Japanese torpedo slammed into our side. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. 1,100 men went into the water. I know how many sharks, they average 5 an hour. I don't know how many men. Sharks got lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes. They come and they bite you, and then they roll over right, and the screaming and the hollering. And that's Robert Shaw from Jaws. That's just a little of that. I can also do scenes from Rocky. You play Rocky. You play Rocky. You play Rocky in this scene. Rock, why didn't you break this guy's thumb like I asked you to?
He said, I think he's gonna be good for the 100.
Rock, I'll do the figuring, Rock. Okay? You don't do it. It's bad for my reputation. So that's Rocky. Rocky 1. This is hard work, folks. I can tell you that. It's hard work. But I like to think of it as satisfying work. Because I believe it was the key to success. We shall fight them on the beaches, on the hills, and in the fields. We shall fight them in the streets. Never in the field if you will conquest, if so much time to so few. Yeah.
Hi. If you really want to find out what's going on with this, you might as well talk to the people that are doing the work.
This is kind of, I'm afraid this might end up like Geraldo, where with the tomb of with the vault for Al Capone, and we may not find anything. So maybe the remains of Captain Morgan, if you know what I mean.
What's in this hole? Well, according to my most precise possible calculations, that
like Gaza.
That is where
I was a good guy.
The treasure of Rusty McGonacle is probably buried.
I see Polly. Yo, Rocco. You doing my sister, Rocco?
No.
I'm in charge of the meat.
We've been digging here, the three of us, for days.
Rocco, talk to Gaza.
Leaving marks all over the beach. But by my best calculations,
breaking bones don't bother me.
That is where it is. That's where it is.
Look, I found a rock. This is geological.
Wet sand marks the spot.
Wet sand.
That's what they say.
This is kind of like Lord of the Rings, except it's not a fantasy adventure.
Hey, you gotta get down and dirty.
You only need a couple fingers for it, right?
Oh, I think I found something. It appears to be Mycenaean in origin. See, it's like archaeology, folks. I'm reminded of the pioneer archaeologist, General Augustus Smith Pitt Rivers, was so aristocratic that he had 4 last names. And he, using his knowledge as a military engineer, helped develop the excavation of archaeology. If one babbles long enough, they never have to do any work. What is it? Come on, look alive. Doesn't matter who you are. You're here and here you are.
Grab a shovel.
Everything is in its place. Authority must be maintained. I can dig this.
I think I'm just about done for the day. Here. Well,
Whoa,
hit something.
What's this? It could be a sewer line. Aha! We found something. It's like Indiana Jones.
St. Andre's Valley Tobacco.
Let's go take it over to the wall and open it up.
Let's go see what's in it.
Let's go see.
It's like Tutankhamun when you really think about it. Look alive. Now it's time to see whether or not this was a Geraldo-like experience.
And here we are. Here we have it. Opening live on Channel 10, the treasure of Rusty McGonacle. It seems to be Russian doll.
A Russian doll? What's that on it?
Looks distinctly like the Beatles, actually. If I could.
Is that Lenzo?
Lennon.
You think we're gonna leave
McCartney.
the stones on it?
If my hunch was all that Harrison, I think. And poor little Ringo. And inside of all of it, the priceless beetle. Gentlemen, how should we
He's a scarab.
how should we divide this treasure?
I got Harrison.
I want Harrison. I'm not getting stuck with McCartney.
It's too late for that.
Can I get Neil Young? Oh!
We're gonna divide this up off the air, but thank you for joining us on
Young
our
was one of the Beatles?
archaeological expedition. Cheers.
Wow. And wasn't that moral, instructive, and educational, folks?
Well, I'll tell you, I've just dusted off from that one, and we're right now getting that